Hai and Assalamualaikum. My name is Umi Aida binti Azhar. I am from BA 1194B and today I would like to present about bankers acceptance. I will begin this presentation with explain about the introduction of bankers acceptance. So, what is bankers acceptance? Bankers acceptance is a short-term debt instrument. Besides that, it usually used as payment for a large transaction. It's also usually used in international trade. Bankers acceptance is a safe form of payment. It is also used as an investment in secondary market. But the important part is the banker's acceptance is guaranteed by bank. So, you don't have to worry if you want to make payment or receive payment from other parties using this banker's acceptance because it is a legal transaction. So, as you can see at this slide, this is the example of banker's acceptance.
On the banker's acceptance letter, it will state the date to whom the money will transfer and the total amount with the said date. Next, we will see who are the parties that involved in using this banker's acceptance. The first party is the importer. The importer is the party who are ordering goods from the exporter. The second party is paying or accepting bank. The paying or accepting bank will represent the importer to settle their debt with the exporter through the collecting bank. The third parties that involved in using banker's acceptance is the exporter. Exporter is the party who are sending goods after receive the order from the importer. The last party that involved in using banker's acceptance is the exporter or collecting bank. The exporters or collecting bank will receive the money from the paying or accepting bank. After that, the collecting bank will transfer the money to the exporter. It is important for these four parties to give their full commitment and cooperation to make sure that the money transaction will going well as planned.
Let's continue with the modus operandi of bankers acceptance. First, the importer or buyer will make an order from the exporter or seller. Second, the importer or buyer will request a letter of credit from the paying or accepting bank. Third, the paying or accepting bank will send notification about the letter of credit and time draft authorization to the exporter or seller. Fourth, after receive the notification, the exporter or seller will send the goods to the importer or buyer. Fifth, the exporter or buyer will send the time draft and documents to the collecting bank. After that, the collecting bank will send the time draft and documents to the paying or accepting bank. Next, the paying or accepting bank will make a payment to the collecting bank, and after that, the collecting bank will transfer the payment to the exporter or seller. That's it. Easy, right?
Then the importer or buyer will make a payment to the paying or accepting bank. Then the paying or accepting bank will send the shipping papers to the importer or buyer. That's all.
In everything that we do in our life, it's always have advantages and disadvantages. It same goes to the banker's acceptance. So let's see what are the advantages in using banker's acceptance. First, the buyer does not need to pay for the goods early or prepay, so that they don't have to be rushing in making payment because they are given time to settle their debt. Second, the process of purchasing and buying goods in a timely manner. So, the process will go smoothly and easily for the both parties, importer and also the exporter. We are at the last part of this presentation, which is I will explain about the disadvantages of using banker's acceptance. The first disadvantages of using banker's acceptance is the buyers may be required to post collateral by the bank before issuing the banker's receipt. This is because the bank want to take the safety steps to avoid them from being lost. Second, the disadvantages of banker's acceptance is the negligence of the buyer will cause the financial institution have to make a payment. So we are at the end of the presentation. Thank you for watching and see you again. Bye. Assalamualaikum.